get to honor true legend, a man that's meant so much to this city, to this county, and this country. At committee, we had a lively discussion, a grand discussion, informational type discussion. And the reason why Dr. Finlayson is here today is because of the impact he had to the city. And Alderman Burkowski said, Alderman Burkowski said, Alderman Stamper, you don't mind if we have Dr. Finlayson come to the council so we can honor him, just so I can shake his hand and get an autograph. Alderman Burkowski, did you get your autograph?
I sure do.
There he is, live in the flesh.
Thank you.
Let me thank my sister, Alderwoman Cox, for wholeheartedly supporting this effort. She and I met multiple times, the family and my brother Ash, in order to get this done. From my understanding, there's been no objections for 5th Street being renamed, and no, she can let you know the boundaries. But it's fitting. We'll have much respect to the 6th District. We'll have Dr. Martin Luther King Street. We'll have Belle Phillips, great Belle Phillips. And then next, Dr. Finlayson, is your street, 5th Street, where your office was. So I want to offer Alderwoman Cox an opportunity to give some words before I read this proclamation so you truly understand the impact he had in this city and this country.
Thank you. I first want to thank Alderman Stamper and the men of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated and the Finlayson family for wanting, and all those who were on the committee to get the street name changed. And wanting to find a way to honor the life and legacy and work and impact of Dr. Finlayson. Many of the members may remember a few years back for the Black History Program as we honored living legends, and Dr. Finlayson was one of those living legends that we had the opportunity to honor at that time. With 5th Street, and some of you may know where the Urban League currently is, in the middle, in the heart of the Bronzeville district, Milwaukee's African American Arts and Cultural District, is where Dr. Finlayson's office once was. Dr. Finlayson, and you'll hear more in the citation, but whether it is the more than 10,000 babies that he is credited with delivering in this city, or the North Milwaukee State Bank, an African-American bank designed to help give financial support to Black-owned businesses so that they did not have to go through the financial hurdles that he had to in order to be able to open his offices, or the proximity to both Val Phillips and MLK, who he had a special relationship with because they both attended Morehouse College together, and he was instrumental in helping to bring MLK to the city of Milwaukee oftentimes. The impact and influence of Dr. Finlayson is felt through the life and works of so many people in the city of Milwaukee. And I am honored to have a street in Bronzeville named after him, and through the action we take today, with you all support, with this full council support, that will happen. But a little thing that's a little different than the MLK stuff, than the Val Phillips stuff, is we get the chance to give Dr. Finlayson his flowers while he's here. At 98 years young, I am proud that we have the opportunity for him to witness and know the appreciation that so many of us have for the contributions he has made in the lives of so many. And one small way for us to demonstrate that is by changing 5th Street, I believe it's from Capitol to Walnut, after Dr. Finlayson. Thank you.
So we have family here today. We have his wonderful daughter, who is an alderwoman in the city of Annapolis, Maryland, Miss Sheila Finlayson. Give her a round of applause. It's her daughter, y'all. She's an alderwoman. We have his great son who spoke well at the committee, Reginald Finlayson. He lives in Milwaukee, from Milwaukee. James Finlayson, who's also his son, is James here? Oh, there he is, James, from Milwaukee. We have his fraternity brother and a good friend and who helped lead this initiative, Brother Andre Ash. We have Pastor Raymond Monk, Ephesians Missionary Baptist Church. Pastor. Mrs. Elisa Crawley, Bethel Temple Church of God and Faith. Then we have Ashlyn Crawley and Martinez Milton Jr. So, we appreciate you coming down, but I want to read this proclamation that was already presented to the family so you guys understand how great this man is. Sponsored by Alderwoman Cox and I. An ordinance renaming North 5th Street from West Capitol Drive to West Walnut Street, Dr. William Finlayson Street. Whereas Dr. William Finlayson is a beloved obstetrician and genealogist based in Milwaukee. Whereas Dr. Finlayson served as the first lieutenant in the United States Army from 1943 through 1946, and then served in the Army Reserves from 1946 to 1953. Dr. Finlayson attended Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia, where he befriended civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Whereas Dr. Finlayson received an MD from Meharry Medical College in 1953 and completed his residency at the University of Minnesota in 1958. Dr. Finlayson was admitted as the first black doctor at St. Joseph's Hospital in Mount Sinai and established his own private practice where he worked 40 years. That's them 10,000 babies. Whereas Dr. Finlayson opened Milwaukee's first black-owned bank, North Milwaukee State Bank, due to the number of African Americans being denied loans from other banks. Thank you, Dr. Finlayson. Whereas Dr. Finlayson served as president of the Milwaukee Gynecological Society and his local YMCA board, as a lifetime member of the NAACP, a member of the Urban League, and also served on Southeastern Wisconsin Health System Agency's Board of Directors. Whereas in April 2021, the Common Council adopted File 201-409, which allows the regular procedure for naming or renaming public streets, buildings, and other facilities to be suspended whenever 4/5 of the Common Council members vote to name or rename a particular public street, building, or other facility. Thank you, Council, for suspending the process for this great man. Whereas the Common Council and relevant city departments welcome discussing with residents and affected business owners a workable timeline to implement, that's the wrong part, anyway, be all resolved by the Common Council. We respect, we love you, and we thank you so much for your service and all that you've done for this city. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Dr. Finlayson. So, Alderwoman Finlayson, did you want to speak before your father speaks?
Actually, I think my father wants to speak for himself.
Yes, ma'am.
But
Yes,
I would
ma'am.
just like to say thank you. I know what it takes to make such a decision, and our family couldn't be happier and honored that you would do this for him. And I think he has a few words he'd like to say.
I would like to thank the Common Council for this great honor. It is not an honor that's awarded to everyone. I believe that the community deserves the service that we give. And I'd like to share with you a statement that was made by the phenomenal woman. In all the ways you can, for all the those you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, with all the zeal you can, as long as you can. I would like to thank again the council for recognizing me and for this group that made it possible. Milwaukee is a great community. We shall make it greater, and I will play a part in that. Thank you very much.